I understand y'all needed somebody to help Asia Wilson in the paint, but my goodness, man. NaLyssa Smith.
I don't think NaLyssa Smith saw this coming, as she posted to Twitter, "Sick to my stomach, dog. Never seen this coming, but I love you, Dallas Nation."
NaLyssa Smith just been traded for a first-round pick in 2027 to the Las Vegas Aces.
NaLyssa Smith's WNBA career seemed unstoppable until it all unraveled within just a year. How does a player go from averaging 15.5 points and 9.2 rebounds to being traded for a 2027 draft pick? And why is everyone calling this instant karma? Stay tuned as we uncover the shocking twists behind her downfall.
Doesn't pass really, doesn't make free throws, doesn't defend. Yep, here's a first rounder. Obviously and clearly confused by the trade himself.
And Dallas Wings dropped it themselves. Official, the Dallas Wings have traded for NaLyssa Smith to the Las Vegas Aces.
Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now, back to the video.
From this trade, I just don't get it, and the Las Vegas Aces have pretty much sold their future away for NaLyssa Smith.
Exchange for Vegas 2027 first-round pick. In order to complete the trade,
imagine this. In 2023, NaLyssa Smith was living the dream. She had just wrapped up a season with career-high numbers, 15.5 points and 9.2 rebounds per game, and nabbed all rookie honors. Everything about her game screamed star potential. The Indiana Fever looked like they were building a promising future around her. The confidence was there, the talent was clear, and fans had every reason to believe she was on her way to becoming a franchise cornerstone. And then came 2024. That's when it all started slipping. Her scoring average dropped to 10.6 points. Her presence felt less impactful, and her consistent edge on the court seemed to fade.
NaLyssa Smith is kind of the opposite of that. She has quite like a slow release time.
The Aces are willing to give up this first round pick knowing that 2027, y'all, you have Juju coming in.
She doesn't run up and down the court quickly, like she's pretty slow in fast breaks. She doesn't really have much of a court IQ.
But it wasn't just her stats that took a nosedive. Caitlin Clark, one of the most anticipated rookies in WNBA history, joined the Fever. Clark brought her own fire, the kind of player who can elevate a team while simultaneously demanding everyone else level up. Suddenly, Smith wasn't just asked to perform as a top forward, she was expected to lead. That spotlight didn't treat her well. Complaints started bubbling up about her court awareness. Analysts pointed out how her release timing on jump shots looked noticeably slow, giving defenders extra seconds to close in.
She has had some pretty good games with Dallas. Like, I remember a game where she was just blocking everybody, but these are very inconsistent games.
Camille Pierre, you have these players coming in, and we see, even from this year, that it is a different era.
One clip against the Connecticut Sun even made the rounds, where Smith hesitated on an open mid-range attempt, got blocked, and followed up with a weak defensive effort. People started noticing and talking. Off the court, there were questions too. Her public, Instagram-worthy relationship with DJ Carrington added to the chatter. Fans speculated that her personal life was getting more attention than her WNBA grind. And worse, her team-first mentality came under scrutiny. Opponents would target Caitlin Clark, and instead of stepping up to defend her teammate, Smith's reactions on the court often looked passive. For a player meant to inspire and uplift the Fever's young roster, that silence spoke volumes. It all culminated in a twist of irony. In an attempt to escape the shadow of Clark, Smith left Indiana. But that decision only derailed things further. 2 trades and barely a year later, her statistics and reputation were in even rougher shape. How did her choices lead to this spiral? That's where things take a personal turn.
An undrafted player. Being an undrafted player and almost getting a spot, man. This is the type of talent that is coming into this league.
Like, she does not have a consistent cohesion and where she plays and performs really well from night to night.
She's an impact over there with the Aces. Knowing that's what Asia needs. She needs some help in the paint, I guess, is what they've been asking.
You know what's wild? NaLyssa Smith wasn't just traded twice in 1 year. She was part of a deal so tangled in personal drama, it's tough to believe it actually happened. When the Dallas Wings landed her, it wasn't just about her talent. The team had their sights set on her girlfriend, DJ Carrington, as well. Curt Miller even hinted at this being intentional, like the franchise saw them as a power couple starter pack. But this big idea of uniting two rising WNBA names on one roster didn't turn out the way anyone imagined. Instead of thriving, Smith struggled in Dallas, and the numbers backed it up.
Hired as the general manager of the Dallas Wings. So it is, with as many first-round draft picks as the Dallas Wings have coming up.
Once you get out of that past, 3 first picks, 4 first picks, the rest of the draft is redundant, right?
Going from a solid 15.5 points in Indiana to just 6.7 points per game in Dallas was a tough reality for Smith. Her rebounds dropped to 4.9 per game, and her minutes faded to just 19 a night. These weren't the stats of someone expected to anchor a team's future. Fans and analysts noticed, and Dallas noticed too. When Smith couldn't deliver on the court, her power couple deal turned into a one-sided bet that lost value fast. Then came the next trade, this time to the Las Vegas Aces. The move wasn't just another shakeup, it was the moment things got personal. Smith and Carrington's relationship, so central to the narrative of her trade to Dallas, didn't survive the separation. The breakup wasn't private either. Carrington's broken heart emoji on social media exploded into gossip. Just like her stats, Smith's off-court situation spiraled in ways she probably never expected.
Because the Dallas Wings are just losing and they're going to continue to probably lose, I think that this was a B+ move for the Dallas Wings.
NaLyssa Smith ended up responding to everything as well, man. She said, "Sick to my stomach, dog. Never seen this coming, but I love you, Dallas Nation. Thank you for..."
Versatility is so important, something that NaLyssa Smith does not really have. And the Las Vegas Aces do not have another first-round draft.
It's as if every effort to rebuild her career came with another unexpected setback. And here's the kicker. Smith, once seen as a future star, was traded for a 2027 first-round pick. That's as close as basketball comes to being traded for store credit. 3 teams, 1 year, and nothing to show for it but a damaged reputation. It sends a clear message. Talent alone isn't enough to survive in the WNBA. NaLyssa Smith's story isn't just about falling stats or multiple trades, it's a harsh reminder of how personal choices can spill onto the court. Her focus seemed to drift, and the results weren't just numerical. They were visible in how she didn't mesh as a team player. Caitlin Clark's rise only highlighted Smith's struggles, showing how teamwork and leadership mean everything at the professional level. But here's the thing, her career isn't over. Smith still has the talent, and if she can shift her priorities, there's room to rewrite this narrative. Will she take that chance or remain defined by this spiral?